lowered to approximately about $400,000 of debt service that the city is now liable for related to these bonds. The bond payments used to be as high as almost $2 million and $2.9 million annually, but now it's only $400,000. So the city, according to that reduction in liability, the city has to lower its levy to account for that reduction. And we usually get communication from the county to calculate that levy, and we didn't receive that communication until after the levy was approved back in May. So that's why we're coming to you now for that reduction. And the reduction will be on the winter tax roll. So.
Is there any other discussion? Okay, if not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.8 is a motion to approve payment in the amount of $16,700 to the National Faith Home Buyers for the down payment assistance for the home buyer number 2020-020 and 2020-021, and that is funded through the home grant.
Motion. Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Winton, supported by Councilwoman Patts. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.9 is a motion to approve the Small Business Relaunch Grant applications for case numbers 2020-01, 2020-03, 2020-08, and 2020-11. And the total amount of $26,250, and this is funded through the Community Development Block Grant COVID-19 Fund.
Motion. Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Winton, supported by Councilwoman Croft. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.10 is a motion to approve Premier Group Associates low bid to perform lawn care services, grass cutting, mulch, herbicides, shrub trimming, etc. for an amount not to exceed $12,830, and this is funded through TSX operations budget.
Motion. Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Cross, supported by Councilwoman Winton. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chair, this is something our guys can't do. It seems like every time we turn around, lawn service is being used on something, and I know we don't have the amount of people in that department, but it just seems like we're always paying out for lawn care service.
Okay, with that. Mayor?
Mr. Chairman, yeah, I think this is just a matter of trying to lighten the load on our guys. It's the analysis suggests that it's cheaper to contract it out based on it's just regular cutting of some limited areas. We could do it, but I don't think at this point in time our staffing levels would allow for it and the equipment would allow for it. So we would have to look at, you know, possibly buying more equipment and possibly hiring more people. But if it's something you would prefer we look at in the future, we're happy to do so.
Mr. Chair, have you discussed this with the union to see if this is something that they could do, or?
No, Mr. Chairman, we wouldn't discuss it with the union. We'd discuss it with the director of the department.
Well, excuse me, the director.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Yeah, we talk about all of these things regularly.
Okay. Is there any other discussion? Okay, if not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no.
No.
Roll call.
Mr. Brazura?
Yes.
Mrs. Patts?
No.
Mr. Remick?
Yes.
Mrs. Winton?
Yes.
Ms. Croft?
Yes.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Mr. Woolley?
Yes, motion carries. Item 6.11, motion to approve Allied Building Service Company of Detroit, Inc. to remove porches and multiple buildings located at Heritage Park and install new composite units that will stay consistent with the historical theme of Heritage Park, and for an amount of $78,798 plus a 10% contingency for an amount of $86,678, and this is funded through TBA capital outlay.
Motion.
Support.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Patts, supported by Councilwoman Winton. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. 6.12 is a motion to approve the purchase of a dump trailer from American Trailer Mart to be used at city-owned parks and properties for an amount not to exceed $7,950, and this is funded through the TBA capital outlay.
Motion to approve. Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Cross, supported by Councilwoman Winton. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Councilman Bazura?
just a question regarding TBA and vehicle purchases. Is this standard, something that we've been doing and I haven't paid enough attention? Is this new? Maybe a little bit of history on how we bought vehicles in the past.
Mr. Chairman, yes, this would be consistent with purchases of the past. I guess the general concept is that any of the vehicles that are being used on TBA leased properties would be an eligible expense. So, you know, this is, several of the city vehicles are structured, or several of the city properties are under the TBA envelope, so that's the...
Vehicles tied specific to those properties.
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there any other questions? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. 6.13 is a motion to approve the purchase of 2 new Ford Transit vans from Gorno Ford, State of Michigan contract holder, for an amount not to exceed $62,306, and this is funded through TBA capital outlay.
Motion. Support.
Okay. Okay.
I'll
I have a motion by Councilwoman Winton, supported by Councilwoman Croft. Is there any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I don't know who this goes to. Guido?
Just a minute.
Council?
What are these vans going to be used for?
They're replacing 2 current units that we have that are mid-90s units, and they're getting up in age, and vehicle maintenance has kind of done an assessment. We're getting to the point where we're kind of putting more money into them than they're worth. So these would be used in the building and grounds department for the maintenance vans.
And that's all you need is 2?
At this time, correct. Yep, we have the box truck that's still in pretty good condition.
Thank you.
Councilman Johnson?
No, that's why I wanted to see where they're being used.
So currently, right now, you're using pickup trucks, or using that white box truck?
They're Ford Econo line vans, so
Okay.
they're like mid-90s, and then we have the box truck, so 3 units currently in service, and then the 2 would cycle out, and these 2 would cycle in.
Okay.
So you would still have 3?
Still have 3, correct, yep.
Okay. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.14, motion to approve the purchase outfitting packages for the 2 Ford Transit vans from Butelon Company, Inc., DBA Abco Truck Equipment. Low quote for an amount not to exceed $7,918, and this is funded through TBA capital outlay.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilman Johnson, supported by Councilman Bazura. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chair, this, of course, Mr. Guido is, Mr. Yulin, to go along with those 2 vans.
Correct, these are the units, shelving, and things of that nature for the tools, racks, holders for ladders, etc. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.15 is a motion to approve Regal Construction, Inc. low quote to make the quoted repairs and install metal siding at the Activities Building located at Heritage Park for an amount of $67,250 plus a 5% contingency for an amount not to exceed $70,613, and this is funded through the TBA capital outlay.
Motion to approve.
Support. Sorry.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilman Johnson, supported by Councilman Remick. Is there any discussion? Councilman Johnson.
Mr. Yulin,
Yes, sir.
are we doing the gutters on there too?
Yes, there's all kinds of repairs listed in that scope, so there's going to be some major overhaul. The skirting along the building that's been damaged over the years, all the wood front, gutters, window, caulk, ceiling, everything, the works.
How about some maintenance on those big pine trees? So we
Get them trimmed off of there so we don't keep getting the damage, or maybe some removal and some new plantings to kind of maintain that more shrubbery and things like that.
Great, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Is there any other discussion? Okay, if not, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Motion carries. Item 6.16 is a motion to approve the purchase of a TriCaster 2 Elite system from Advanced Lighting and Sound, low quote, for an amount of $229,078 plus a 3% contingency for an amount not to exceed $235,951, and this is funded through the TBA capital outlay.